You know when you just can't find the right lid? Goodbye mess. Hello Decor match-ups. Red lids match red bases. Purple lids match purple bases. Also available in glass. Thanks Decor.
I'm Jake. I'm Sophia and we're the Decor Tiger Cubs. And today we're going to be interviewing Damien Hardwick. Thanks for joining us, Damien. Do you prefer Damien, Dimmer or Mr. Hardwick?
It's probably Dimmer. I think the only person that calls me Damien now is my mum, and that's generally when I'm in trouble half the time.
I think you're a great coach. Who was your favourite coach when you played?
Oh, that's a good question. Is Choco around or not? I'm not sure he's around, but I was very fortunate to have a lot of good coaches. I had a great Kevin Sheedy, and I had Choco Williams as well. Who's your favourite out of those two?
Choco.
Good answer.
Which player do you yell at the most?
Who do you reckon I yell at the most? All of them? One in particular. Number 8, who's that? Jack Rewald. My wife reckons I wake up in my sleep yelling at Jack. But he's also one of my favourite players as well, Jack.
Do you hang up the phone at home as hard as you do in the coach's box?
You know what my wife's done? We don't have a phone at home anymore. She's taken it away because I grab it, and as soon as I grab it, it's like I'm in footy mode and I start yelling on the phone. So no phone at the Hardwick household.
The players say you have a really good dress sense. Is this true?
I think that's not true. I don't dress very well. I love Crocs as shoes. I get real enjoyment out of a nice comfortable pair of Crocs, and I've now found out that one of the players sent through an article where it says Crocs are bad for your health, so I'm in a lot of trouble, I think.
Why do they say you own a lot of pairs of flared jeans?
I do have very, I will say, muscly legs, so it is very, very hard for me to find a nice pair of jeans.
You have a lot of phrases you like to use in press conferences. Are there any you get told you use a lot? Here are a few I've noticed. Make no mistake.
Make no mistake about that. Make no doubt about that.
These type of players.
These type of players that...
Trent is an outstanding player.
He as a player has been outstanding. A bloody good football player. He's a very important player. He's an important player to us.
Just a star, that bloke, really is. Good player, good leader.
Spot on. Absolutely is probably another one that I use a little bit, but other than that I think you've nailed those.
Why do you mention Mrs. Hardwick in your press conferences?
This does lend itself to Mrs. Hardwick. So he's rung Mrs. Hardwick. Yeah. Mrs. Hardwick says the same thing. She loves her footy, but she doesn't see a lot of the stuff I do, but then her friends let her know when I've mentioned her on a radio or TV interview, so she gets a bit of, I don't say joy out of it, but she probably gets a bit of a wake up every now and then.
Thanks for joining us.
Pleasure, guys. Thanks for having me. Great questions, you lot. Good job.